All right, all right. Hey, look, y'all. Hey, look, we got another special event right here. My brother, known for saying my guy, right? You're gonna hear him say that. Some know him as DJ Dowdy, some know him as Davey Dollars. We got Mr. Dave's Doghouse himself right here in the flesh. All right. So what's going on, Dave? Talk to him. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
What's up, my guy? What's going on, LB? LB Easy, as I like to call you, the
Uh,
second best DJ, under me, of course. But nah, man, I'm feeling good. Excited about this interview, ready to talk about my show.
Most definitely, man. Excited about that too. And hey, look, for those that don't know, once again, from the DMV, I always support DMV people. I'm gonna have some bias towards my DMV people, and specifically, hey, Southeast DC. We know not everybody makes it out of there or doing something positive with their life or living a life with purpose. But we know for you, that's definitely not the case. So, how does it feel to actually have your own show now, man?
It feels good. It was something that I was contemplating on for a while. Wasn't sure if I really wanted to do it, but then I just made the decision, hey, why not? You know, it gives me the ability to, talk about things my way, my voice, and really just have fun, have fun my own way and just be able to run things the way I wanted to run it.
Most definitely, most definitely. I mean, it's nothing like having something of your own, right? It's definitely not like having something of your own, right? And I'm gonna get into that in a second, but it's funny, it's interesting because Dave's Doghouse has been a segment and a part of Refuse to Lose show for quite some time now,
Mhm.
right? So where did the concept even begin for Dave's Doghouse? Like, how did you even come up with that?
So it started off as me just pretty much, putting people in the doghouse. And when you think of the doghouse, you think about putting somebody on punishment, for not doing something good. So that's where it started. It started with that, and I just wanted to, have a way to create more content to talk about who's doing bad.
Right.
But the doghouse doesn't mean that you stay there. It's an opportunity to be able to come out. So
Mm, okay.
so that's what it was. It's to highlight who has not played well, no matter who they are. And then it's not always a player. Sometimes it could be an analyst, it could be an owner,
True.
it could be somebody in the refuse to lose chat.
Hey, don't jump too far ahead, man. I'm getting there I'm getting there later on. Don't jump too far ahead.
But for me, it was just a way for me to really talk more about um players that a lot of people may not talk about, and also to talk about them in a different way, because we hear praises about Patrick Mahomes and LeBron and Steph, but we don't hear about them that much when they play bad. They usually blame the other people. You know how LeBron has the scapegoat. So, that's my way of being to say, hey, look, I'm holding you accountable. You have the opportunity to play better, but right now you're in the doghouse.
Yeah,
And it's usually not after one game. It's usually after like consecutive times, unless it's like egregious.
right. Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I like how you said that. I mean, it's an opportunity for them to grow. I mean, that's really life in itself because we're all gonna be put in a doghouse at some point when it comes to life, but we have to get ourselves out of it, right? And I know, I mean, you can be getting married soon. Hopefully, you don't be in the doghouse, in the future. That's it.
No, no, no. But actually, I'm glad you said that because I wanted to show, my picture of my family.
Oh,
That's me and
wow.
everyone. So
Awesome. Man, I ain't never seen you smile that much ever, man. Hey, we know she's the keeper, right? We know got a smile,
hey,
big as
when
Kool-Aid.
you have someone that's been that amazing for you, that supports you in every way, you can't help it but smile.
That's what's up, man. Hey, I'm happy for you, man. Praying
Thank you.
for all
Thank
of
you.
that. That's what's up. That's what's up. So I know you were speaking of that. Do you remember who you actually the first person you put in the doghouse? Like when you started talking about Dave's doghouse?
Mm, I don't remember who I put who the first I put in the doghouse, honestly.
Okay.
Um, man,
Or let me ask you this:
that's
Who's
a good
when
one.
who's been your favorite one that you covered that you put in Dave's Doghouse?
Oh, Pat Riley. That's easy. That's easy for me. Pat Riley.
Hey, said,
Pat
oh,
Riley. Look, look, look. Anyone that takes a nap during the trade deadline, I'm sorry. You're going in the dog. I'm
hey,
sorry.
hey,
Whenever I don't play when it comes to my teams, man. Especially when I expect more from them. So Pat Riley has been my favorite because I think that's had the most reactions out of any of the ones I've had. But Pat Riley for sure.
I feel you. I feel you. I mean, look, if I had a segment on there with that, it would have been Daniel Snyder when he was there, and then Ron Rivera, right? So, you know, so it is what it is. I feel you. Now, look, my favorite person that you put on there, you already know, Malika Andrews. You
Yeah.
already know who's coming. You already know what's coming, man. Because, hey,
Yeah.
look, just to make this short and brief, because I don't want to take no time from you right there. I've been trying to say, look, if you give me the option to listen to, or even if I had the option to talk to either one of them, between Malika Andrews or Taylor Brooks, I'm taking Taylor Brooks
Yeah.
all day, every day, right?
Yeah.
Just yeah. Anyway, we don't even gonna cover that no more, right? So let me ask you this: what's now that you got your own show, what's your vision, for the show? Like, where do you see this going with Dave's Doghouse?
Um, I see it being a show that will be able to highlight and lowlight every sport. Um, because you don't see a lot of college basketball coverage unless it's a college basketball show. You don't
True.
see a lot of soccer coverage unless it's a soccer show.
Right.
You hear a lot about NBA, NFL, and Major League Baseball because of ESPN and Fox Sports, but all the other major sports you don't hear a lot from. I mean, you hear about college football when like the playoff comes around, but you don't hear about it throughout the entire season. So me, I want to be able to highlight those players, coaches, or analysts, whoever throughout the year, so people can realize who these people are. And then the low light to be like, hey, look, there's somebody playing bad in this sport too. And it don't matter who you are, you have an opportunity to grow. So I'm going to put you in the doghouse to
Yeah.
give you a chance to show that you need to get better. And this is not, and let me put out this disclaimer. I have never played a pro sport. So so for all the pro sport athletes out there and all the athletes out there, I've never played in college.
Right.
That's not me.
Before they look your stats up, right?
Exactly. So you don't need to go look at my stats. I ain't got none. So this is just coming from a fan's perspective. This is a perspective for me from what I expect and how good I think that you are and how good that you could be. So you're in the doghouse if you do bad, but you're a dog in the field if you do something great. So
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, man, I don't think you got nothing to worry about. Even if they look at your stats and they find something from high school, I don't think you could have did worse than Water Pistol Pete. And look, and you know what I mean, man. And Skip is one of the greatest of all times that we know. Hate him or love him, he's one of the ghosts up there. So cool, cool. All right, so just shifting gears a little bit. I know you were just talking about having your own show. So speaking of ownership, we know each other from working in the business together, and
mhm.
so I think you mentioned because a lot of people talk about, especially in the Black community, building wealth, having some type of wealth to pass on, generational wealth. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, you mentioned talking about opening up like vegan restaurants or something in the future, right? So you don't know if you mind talking about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of people don't know, but I have been vegan for 6 years now. And that is something that I take a lot of pride in. Now I'm not that vegan that's gonna say no, you need to be vegan. That ain't me. That ain't me. I'm not. That's not me. I'm not here to push everyone to go vegan. It's your life. You decide to do what you want to do. I'm here to just give you knowledge. If you have questions, I'm here to give you knowledge about it. I follow Dr. Sebi a lot, and he was one of the biggest reasons why I became vegan. And also, I became vegan in 2017. That was a life changing year for me. My first son was born. He was born on Mother's Day in that year, so that was life changing for me. I also became closer to spirituality in that same year, and I went vegan. So that was a great year for me because I've gotten a lot closer to a lot of things that I wasn't with, and it helped me with discipline. So being vegan helped me with a lot of discipline and something that a lot of people don't understand. Like what you eat takes discipline. And depending on how you eat, how you cook and stuff like that, it's all about discipline. People think it's hard, but it's all about, I mean, if you can dedicate yourself to a team, why not dedicate yourself to your own health? So
Makes sense.
that
Makes sense.
was a huge thing for me. And having vegan restaurants will give me the ability to show people that you can eat healthy and still enjoy the food. Because there's a myth that vegan food don't taste well. You can attest that that's not true.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So being vegan allows me to be able to show off that you can still enjoy the savory taste of everything that you've had before growing up. It's just now you're eating the healthy version of it. That's all it is. It's really no different. You just have to be able that. And honestly, me being vegan really showed that you can cook because you actually have to do a lot to be able to get things to taste that way. So it shows how versatile you can be as a cook.
Absolutely. Now you shared some things right there because I was about to say that was going into my next question, right? And I remember that was the same year too, because 2017, that was when I forgot what documentary it was, but I think I was 5 or 6 months. I did like a vegan. So
It might be
I,
what it might have been what the health. That's what everybody was talking about
yeah,
at
yeah.
the time.
I think it was that.
I didn't see what the health until 2018.
Oh,
It wasn't until after I became vegan. That was around that time where it became popular for everyone to go vegan. But I
right.
did it without even seeing it before. But I
Yeah.
did watch it. I watched it to confirm that what I was doing was right.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So yeah, I mean, I see you definitely very consistent because, obviously I went back. I went back. But here's the thing, right? I haven't had like intentionally eat like red meat, stuff like that, since September 2017. And I know specifically that because that was when I went to there was skins at the time, but the Commanders versus the Raiders game, two of my teams, right? And yeah, I had a pepperoni pizza. I still get mad because they had some mango chicken, curry chicken or something like that, jerk chicken anyway, let me not talk about that because I'm gonna get pissed off because I I didn't see it yet. But
Sounds
anyway,
like you upset yourself.
yeah, yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, man. But this ain't about me. This ain't about me. So I think that that's gonna be great, man. If you had those different restaurants, I'll definitely will swing past it, right? And
Yeah.
so
My
real
my
quick,
my future wife is going to help me with that. She's a chef, and that's something that she wants to do too. So
hey, look, that is right. And you know what? Here's the thing. I need an invitation just to come over, right? Because between both of y'all, I ain't got to do nothing. Just eat the food. Right. So, just let me know. So
I think she'll be fine with that.
I got you. Sounds good to me, right? And so, real quick, we can shift gears again, real quick. We're gonna wrap up soon. So I know we spoke before, huge Bob Marley fan, and I just took my mom to the movies. Saw Aquaman. This is not a promotion for Aquaman, but it was pretty good, right? But I saw the previews of Bob Marley One Love. So I just need to know: are you going to go see the movie? And I mean, I'm pretty sure
Of course,
I already knew the answer. I already knew the
of
answer.
course.
But how do you think it's going to be based off the previews and everything? How you think that's going to turn out?
Well, seeing as though that the Marley family like it, I think more so that I'm going to like it as well. As long as they portray him the right way and they play the music the way it needs to be, I think it's going to be a great movie. There's a way to botch it because we saw how they botched the Michael Jackson movie. We saw how that happened. So I'm not saying that it's not a possibility, but it's I think the way things are now, I think it's going to be a really good movie. I'll be upset if it's not, but I think it'll be a good movie.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, no, you definitely gotta get that right. Definitely gotta get that right. Especially you don't want it to turn out like a Michael Jackson movie for sure.
No, not at all.
Flex is good on one-on-one, but not that.
Mm-mm.
So, all right, very good, very good. So, I know you kind of jumping ahead before, but you mentioned the R2L chat, so I got a few questions about that. So, if you had a special segment of Dave's Doghouse just for the Refuse to Lose chat family, who would be the inaugural winner and or nominees for the Doghouse? Who would be like for the year? Who would you have as these are the guys that's in the Doghouse for 2023? Already laugh.
uh, First one would be I'm gonna include all the chats. I'm not just gonna do the R2L chat alone. I'm gonna include all the chats.
Okay.
So Decorius is one. That's one. He's a
Okay.
Commanders fan. And he has said some of the wildest things that's happened. So if I was to do one with them, he would more than likely be in there for sure.
Okay.
So I will put Decorius in there. Kevo would also be in there as well. He's had a lot of predictions that did not go the way that he thought it would. He was the one that said that they were the ones that were saying that Jalen Hurts wouldn't throw 3 picks in the game, and it happened. He
That
also
didn't
said the
age too
Bears would be
well.
the #1 seed. That clearly didn't happen. He said the Niners will miss the playoffs. That clearly ain't happening.
Mm.
Um, so I mean, he also said the Chiefs will miss the playoffs, but they're still right there. So, I mean, that he would be another nominee in there.
Okay.
Um, who else would be in there? Mark will probably be in there as well.
I knew
He's
it.
been he's been pretty chill this year, so maybe he may have been there for maybe like a week or so, but his preseason predictions were terrible, you know. Um, so that's pretty much that.
Gotcha. Okay. Respect, respect. I knew Mark was gonna make his way in there. I knew he was probably gonna put Mark in there. But cool. All right. And I know you have a segment of your show called Dogs of the Week. So we're not gonna do Dogs of the Week. We're gonna go once again for the year. So for the Refuse to Lose chat, who would you say the exact opposite? Who would you say Dogs of the Year would be, for the Refuse to Lose chat based on their predictions, based off of what they've been saying? Um, who would you consider in the Refuse to Lose chat to be Dogs of the Year for the expertise, what they've been saying?
I would say AJ and Carl more than likely would be the two in there. They've been just about pretty accurate. Other than you know, other than the Eagles being dominated by the 49ers, other than that.
Yeah.
Um, and got my food delivered.
Okay. Oh, okay. But get the food in time. Hey, we almost
Yeah.
wrapping up too. I mean, you can also send an address if you want. You can send the ad. But if I already know where you at, you know what I mean? I can just
Well, see, funny thing is, I'm not there right now, so haha.
oh man.
But yeah, it's AJ and Carl. I would say would be there for sure. Most of their predictions have been pretty good. Um, Ty as well. He's been really good with his
Okay.
predictions.
CYP.
He definitely had his for the in-season tournament. He's a Pacers fan, so he had the Pacers actually get into the championship. No one else did. He did. He had a perfect bracket actually, which is crazy. Yeah, he predicted the Lakers would win, and that's exactly what happened. He had a perfect bracket. So shout out to Ty. So he would definitely be a dog.
Next time, shout out.
And then I'm gonna put all the shows there too. I think all the shows have been great. So everyone that's on the shows, all the shows have been great. You can go Coach with FFC. You got Teddy with BWT, Joe with the R2L and the Joe Jordan show. You got Tomo that's been on almost all the shows, and he's a great producer. So Tomo's been great. He was on the boxing episode that was fairly new.
Right.
In the red corner, you got Fast Camp Tony, Ricky, and Ty. So all those guys. And then you got Vaughn with the RBO, Carl with CTC. All those guys deserve to be in the doghouse because all their shows have been great. Um, and then with the I'm gonna get dogs for like funny moments as well.
Okay.
So my guy Chris, who's in the NFL chat, strictly, he's a Ravens fan. I think he's the most animated guy in there. So I would definitely put him in there as a
Okay.
dog. Reese, which is the first lady in the NFL chat. She's a Cowboys fan, unfortunately. And she's she's been funny. It's been a really great year for sports for sure. So honestly, I would probably put just about every entertaining moment would be in there. And then along with everybody that won the awards like JMO, Vaughn, Carl, Jovan, all those guys. I mean, it's been great. So yeah, everyone that's been in a doghouse could be a dog, but they had their bad moments.
Right. They have the opportunity to get out, right? That's what you're saying.
Exactly. They have the opportunity to get out.
Okay, good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Wrapping up, last two questions. Last two questions. So first one is for Dave's Doghouse. So what should your viewers expect from Dave's Doghouse in 2024 as the new year approaches?
More animated content. I think I'm going to do more of, what I like to do. I like to listen to music and I like to eat. So, Joe, if you're watching this, just expect to see that on my show sometimes because it helps me be able to get, the animation of everything out. I've been in the NFL chat, I've been talking about, making bird stew, bird soup and stuff like that. So, I'll be able to be more animated with some things. So that's the biggest thing. The production is going to be a lot better because, as Arts World grows, every other show grows. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, man, I can't wait I can't wait for next year. I mean, 2024 really started for me now. So, so I'm really excited about that. So it's just gonna be more content. It's right now it's once a week. It may move to twice a week. It all depends. But my latest sessions, I've been going more into detail about the people I'm talking about, like how they start, like their history and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do more of that. That's gonna be one thing to expect as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man. Definitely looking forward to that. And last but not least, right? If you don't mind, right? So what are some personal goals that you have for 2024?
Personal goals. Well, personal goals is to make more money. Let's just put that out there. So to make some more money financially in all areas. I moved jobs, so I'm at a different job now. So I'm
Okay.
making more money there.
Okay.
Archwell has grown, so I'm making more money there.
Okay.
And now I got to get back into business. And that'll help me get more money there. And then helping my future wife out with all the things that she wants to do so she can make all the money that she wants and as free as she wants. So that's one. Two is the family, having all of us live in one place. We pretty much have a plan in place to when that's going to happen. So I'm very excited about that. Get a lot closer spiritually. I've been doing a lot to make sure I focus on that. Getting back into mental therapy, so a lot of that stuff has been helping me out as well. I think a lot of people think that mental therapy is meant to have a finish line, but it's not necessarily needed for a finish line.
Mm.
Even when life is going well, it's good to have someone that's outside of the norm to be able to tell you what you're doing right and how you can improve. So,
True. It's true.
mental, making sure that I continue to have that. So if you don't have a therapist, I suggest you get one. Whether your life is doing well or not, I suggest you get one because it can help you in so many ways. And also starting my mental health podcast. That's another thing. So that's
Okay.
another thing that I plan on starting in 2024 is my mental health podcast. My wife is helping me with the logo for everything, so I'm being prepared for that. I think with copyright reasons, I'll be able to do more with playing music and stuff like that because that helps me with my mental health. So,
Uh,
that helped me portray that. And it's going to be me coming from my own personal view. This is not me saying that this is what you should do. I'm just going to talk about the things that I've gone through, how I've gotten out of it, and my suggestions of how it may help you. Not saying that it is all fact. This is strictly opinionated. This is all from my experience, and it may come from others' experience because sooner or later I'll have guests coming on talking about how they helped out with their stuff. Um,
nice.
so that's that. Getting married is another goal. So
Definitely.
that's another goal to have that. We're starting to plan those things to see where it's going to happen. We pretty much know what's going to happen and we have an idea of who's going to be invited and stuff like that. So we're excited about those things. And then being prepared to have other ones coming along the way.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
we don't have now. This is not me making an announcement saying that we're pregnant. We don't have that right now.
He's
But
like, wait, 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 wait. Stop the presses.
But
Super
just
chat.
planning those things out, and being specific, and then, just seeing where things go, going with the flow of a lot of things. That's one thing that makes our dynamic great, is that we go with the flow of a lot. Some things are planned, but some things are great when they aren't planned. So, just doing that, and then just being a better me. That's the biggest goal for me. I always want to continue to improve. So be a better me, be better when it comes to my knowledge for sports. I think one thing that I'm going to tackle now is get better with hockey and soccer. It's something I never thought I would do, but I
Okay.
think I'm going to do my best to be better with those sports so I can bring more knowledge into it and bring it towards the show. Because there's a lot of the sports that started. It's because I started to talk about it more. College football was because I wanted to bring it on the show. College basketball, I wanted to bring it on the show. Baseball, I wanted to bring it on the show. And now we have shows about that. Tomo, the only thing I didn't was boxing. I didn't have too much knowledge about boxing. Tomo did that, and that came out with that. And we all really already talked about football and basketball, so we didn't have to really do anything with that. That's just the main thing. Everyone knows about football and basketball, so
Facts, facts.
um, just spreading my knowledge and just being a better me, a better father, a better brother, a better son, a better nephew, uncle, cousin, best friend, husband, all of that. I just want to continue to improve myself, improve my spirituality, improve my discipline, and just be able to help those that want to be helped.
Man, well, that's huge, man. Definitely praying for all of that, man, because you got some plans. Obviously, it's just about executing. And yeah, man, definitely expecting some big things for 2024, man. So that's what's up.
Yep.
And the
And you'll
hockey.
be seeing me
Uh-huh.
more in
Okay.
2024. I
Okay.
know I've been away for a little bit, but you'll be seeing me more. I'll be back
Okay.
soon.
All right. Look forward to it. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. You mentioned hockey. I mean, hey, it's two teams for me. My home team, Caps, and I am not a bandwagon fan. The very first year, the Golden Knights, I liked them immediately because I like anything associated with Vegas. I used to create teams on Madden and 2K and put them in Vegas, right? I think I still got an old memory unit for Xbox somewhere in here. I can show it to you. So, but no, appreciate your time as always, Dave. Definitely looking forward to your success with Dave's Doghouse. And I don't want to hold you, too much longer. You got your food there, so you want to enjoy your time. So we appreciate your time coming on the show once again to let people know a little bit more about you and what to expect from the show, man.
Thank you. I appreciate this interview. And next time you see me, you'll be turning up in Dave's Doghouse. Oh,
Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, man. Peace.
peace.